Here are the most recent deaths in the national news, as reported at Legacy.com in the fourth week of November 2024. Legacy.com is where you can find any obituary or publish an obituary in any newspaper in America and beyond. Basketball player Chad Posthumus died November 20th, 2024 in Winnipeg, Manitoba. He died after a brain aneurysm at the age of 33. Born in Canada, he played basketball around the world, including in Japan, Argentina, and back home in the Canadian Elite Basketball League. Posthumus is being remembered as the first ever draft pick for the CEBL's Winnipeg Sea Bears. Game show host Chuck Woolery died November 23, 2024 in Texas at the age of 83. He was the host of Love Connection, the 80s game show known for its oddly matched couples and funny innuendos. Woolery is also being remembered as the original host of Wheel of Fortune, as well as the host of Scrabble, The Dating Game, and other shows. Restaurant owner Alice Brock died November 21, 2024 in Wellfleet, Massachusetts at the age of 83. She was the Alice immortalized in Arlo Guthrie's 1967 song Alice's Restaurant Massacre, popularly known as Alice's Restaurant, and now considered a Thanksgiving classic. Brock is being remembered as a real-life restaurant owner as well as an artist and author. Football player Tommy Hart died in November 2024 at the age of 80. He was a defensive end for the San Francisco 49ers, Chicago Bears, and New Orleans Saints. Hart is also being remembered for his post-playing career as a coach. He helped guide the 49ers to 3 Super Bowl victories. Poet and songwriter Peter Sinfield died November 14, 2024, after a period of declining health at the age of 80. He was a co-founder of the prog rock band King Crimson, influencing the band's look and feel as their lyricist and artistic director. Sinfield is also being remembered for writing songs for such artists as Celine Dion, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and Cher. Former Connecticut Governor Jodi Rell died November 20th, 2024, at a hospital in Florida. She died after a brief illness at the age of 78. She served 10 years as lieutenant governor before becoming governor in 2004 when her predecessor resigned amid a corruption scandal. Rell was a popular governor and is being remembered for restoring confidence in her state's leadership after a tumultuous time. Author Barbara Taylor Bradford died November 24, 2024, of cancer at the age of 91. She was the author of 40 best-selling novels, including A Woman of Substance, her debut novel that was published when she was 46 years old. Bradford is being remembered for writing about strong women, much like herself. She rose from a working-class upbringing to her luminous writing career. Baseball player Rico Carty died November 24, 2024, in Atlanta at the age of 85. Born in the Dominican Republic, he played for the Milwaukee and Atlanta Braves in the 1960s and 70s, winning the National League batting title in 1970. Carty is also being remembered for his years with such teams as the Chicago Cubs, Cleveland Indians, and Toronto Blue Jays. Talent manager Matt Byars died November 21, 2024, by suicide at the age of 37. He was known for his many appearances on Real Housewives of Potomac, alongside Grand Dame Karen Huger. Byars is being remembered for supporting Huger in Season 3 when she held a memorable press conference about her finances. Former Senator Fred R. Harris died November 23, 2024, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, at the age of 94. He represented Oklahoma as a Democrat in the U.S. Senate from 1964 to 1973. Harris is also being remembered for his later career as a professor of political science at the University of New Mexico. Actor Michael Villella died November 24, 2024, at the age of 84. He was best known for his performance as the drill-wielding villain in the cult classic horror movie The Slumber Party Massacre. Villella is being remembered for interacting with fans at conventions, as well as for appearing in other movies like Gotham and Wild Orchid. John Tinniswood died November 25, 2024, in Southport, England, at the age of 112. He was the world's oldest living man before his death, as verified by the Guinness Book of Records in April 2024. He is being remembered as a lifelong devoted fan of the Liverpool Football Club. Tinniswood is being remembered as a British Army veteran of World War II. Football player Joe Zuger died in November 2024 at the age of 84. He was a veteran of Canadian football, winning 3 Grey Cups with the CFL's Hamilton Tiger Cats as a player and another as the team's general manager. Zuger is being remembered for a 1962 game in which he threw 8 touchdown passes, a league record that still stands. Filmmaker Jim Abrams died November 26, 2024, at his home in Santa Monica, California. He died of natural causes at the age of 80. He was part of the Zucker, Abrams, and Zucker filmmaking team that was responsible for comedy classics like Airplane, Kentucky Fried Movie, Top Secret, and The Naked Gun. Abrams is also being remembered for his solo work as a writer and director on such films as Hot Shots and its sequel, as well as Big Business and Mafia. Actress, dancer, and singer Helen Gallagher died November 24, 2024, in New York City at the age of 98. She won 3 Emmy Awards for her long-running performance as matriarch Maeve Ryan on the soap opera Ryan's Hope. Gallagher is also being remembered as a Broadway star who won Tony Awards for Pal Joey and No No Nanette. Singer Leah Kunkel died November 26, 2024, at the age of 76. She had a 1979 single with Step Right Up, and she sang backing vocals for such artists as Jackson Browne, James Taylor, and Art Garfunkel. Kunkel is also being remembered as the younger sister of Cass Elliot of the Mamas and the Papas. She raised Elliot's daughter after her untimely death. Actor Earl Holliman died November 25, 2024, at his home in Studio City, California, at the age of 96. His long and prolific Hollywood career included a starring role on the 1970s drama Policewoman. He is also being remembered for starring in the pilot episode of The Twilight Zone and in such movies as Forbidden Planet and The Rainmaker. Holliman was a U.S. Navy veteran who lied about his age in order to serve in World War II. In addition to featuring current deaths in the news, Legacy.com also honors the lives and legacies of notable people who died in the past. Here are some of this week's anniversaries. 3 years ago this week, professional bowler Mark Roth died at the age of 70. He was one of the all-time great bowlers, a Hall of Famer with 34 PBA Tour titles over the course of his career. 8 years ago this week, actress Florence Henderson died at the age of 82. She was a beloved sitcom mom as one of the stars of The Brady Bunch. 8 years ago this week, actor Ron Glass died at the age of 71. He starred in the TV shows Barney Miller and Firefly. 26 years ago this week, comedian and actor Flip Wilson died at the age of 64. His self-titled TV show made him a pioneer in the 1970s, the first black star to host a successful variety show. 33 years ago this week, singer and songwriter Freddie Mercury died at the age of 45. He was the superstar frontman for Queen, known for hits like Bohemian Rhapsody and We Are the Champions. 50 years ago this week, singer and songwriter Nick Drake died at the age of 26. His folk rock music became acclaimed after his death, including the songs Pink Moon and Northern Sky. Actor and comedian Gary Shandling was born 75 years ago this week. He died in March 2016 at the age of 66. He was the star of The Larry Sanders Show and appeared in such movies as Iron Man 2. Musician and songwriter Jimi Hendrix was born 83 years ago this week. He died in September 1970 at the age of 27. He is considered one of the greatest guitarists in rock history, known for songs like Hey Joe and Purple Haze. Singer and actress Tina Turner was born 85 years ago this week. She died in May 2023 at the age of 83. Her musical career spanned decades and produced many hits, including Proud Mary, What's Love Got to Do with It, and The Best. Baseball player Joe DiMaggio was born 110 years ago this week. He died in March 1999 at the age of 84. He was a star of the New York Yankees in the 1930s through 50s, and he married silver screen icon Marilyn Monroe. Every week in the United States, flags are lowered to half-staff to honor the lives of Americans whose communities are mourning their loss. Here are the most recent half-staff memorial flag honors. Flags in Alabama have been lowered to honor the memory of former state senator Francis Webb Strong. Flags in Ohio have been lowered to honor the memory of state senator Kirk Schuring. Flags in Florida have been lowered to honor the memories of Palm Beach County Sheriff's officers who died in the line of duty. Officers who have died include Deputy Ralph Butch Waller, Corporal Luis Paez, and, as of November 26th, Deputy Ignacio Dan Diaz. Flags in Pennsylvania have been lowered to honor the memory of Kiskiminitas Township Fire Department Chief Stephen Michael Pavetti. You can read more about the lives of the people featured in this video on Legacy.com. At Legacy.com, any family can publish an obituary in honor of a loved one's memory, online and in local newspapers everywhere. Just visit Legacy.com and select your local community. You can also follow Legacy.com on Facebook and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube to stay up to date on national news deaths.